This week on the Virtual Boys.
Hello again, Pity.
Hades!
Pit!
Hades!
Pit!
Hades!
Pit!
Hades!
It's on!
You can find the Virtual Boys on their website at virtualboys.xyz. While there, you can subscribe, check out the latest Nintendo news, join in some great discussion, read extra opinions about Nintendo, and even follow us on social media. We hope you enjoy the show. And hello, everybody. Welcome to the Virtual Boys. I'm your host, David. Sorry to keep you waiting. And these are my co-hosts with me, James. Skylar.
Floor ice cream is delicious.
And Jordan.
Throw some souls into a blender and hit frappe.
Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Anyway, welcome to the segment today. Let's just jump right into news. Sound good, guys?
Sure.
News is good.
All right.
Well.
The first piece of news is Star Fox has been delayed to 2016.
No!
This was my prediction since E3.
Really?
This is not a surprise to me.
How is this not a surprise?
It
They had a date! There was a date!
They've
A
had dates for
release
Zelda,
date.
they've had dates for Smash Brothers, dates for Star Fox, and a Godzilla.
They don't have
movie.
anything for the holiday now, though.
They have
Xenoblade Chronicles
Chronicles
X,
X,
and Nintendo America has Woolly World, I guess.
and they have Woolly World too.
That's October.
It's fine.
True.
I thought it was November.
It's October.
It's October?
Yeah.
Well, still 2 or 3 months later than the rest of the world. So.
But anyway, guys, what do you think about it? Like, what does this mean for the future of Nintendo?
I think they're holding it back just because of all the complaints about the graphics. And they're going to throw some textures
Which I
onto
don't
it.
understand. Like, maybe because I didn't go and play it myself, but I've heard people say it looks like GameCube graphics.
That was
you
everyone's
guys think
initial
that?
reaction. Kind of.
Really?
It's really polygon looking.
Yeah.
I think it just looks like the 3DS game, personally. It looks
Really?
a lot like it. But I don't
I
think
felt
that's
it was
necessarily
I
why.
looked at-
I
I
think
thought
they
it
just
looked
don't have
fine.
the...
It's just that.
Yeah, I just don't think they have the content.
But they did
want
say,
for the
like,
game.
they pushed it back, but they did say they're going to try to release it in Q1 2016. So it's not like Zelda U, where we have no idea.
Well, it's still going to be released before Zelda U. That was the goal, right?
Yeah.
That was their end goal. So when Zelda getting
supposedly.
delayed, they're allowed to delay Star Fox now.
Yeah.
That interview between Aonuma and Miyamoto, it's just a little awkward now.
Yeah. I had personal suspicions that the game was probably really short or shorter than they had planned it being, and they just want to add more content to the game.
Which needs
Well, it's
needs to
Star
happen.
Fox. Star Fox games tend to be really short.
Well, I
'cause
know.
they're about high scores anyway.
Yeah, but they said there weren't like too many branching paths so
Oh,
far in this one.
yeah, that's a big
it's like
problem.
we need more
Because- yeah,
branching
'cause
paths
that's
for
what
Star
Star
Fox.
Fox is.
That's what Star Fox. Yeah, that's what Star Fox
Sorry.
is. So
I agree, guys. Well, it's a shame the Star Fox is getting delayed, but oh well, we'll just have to wait another while longer.
can't let you come out, Star Fox.
Please understand.
Maybe they're just not done with the Wolf DLC. Maybe that's what it is. they want Wolf to come out at the same time as Star Fox.
So anyway, have you guys seen the new patents for the NX, or at least people are speculating they're for the NX?
There's just so many patents coming out. It's like, is this all the NX? Like,
Well,
It's just ideas that they're throwing around.
Probably,
that they want
yeah,
people-
yeah,
That's what
patents
it
don't
is.
necessarily mean that they're doing something with it, but they're reserving the right to use that technology in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Or use it currently, I guess. But the patents were all filed, I think they said in February, so who knows what's actually going to happen. I mean, they could have built a couple of other prototypes between then and now.
You're talking about the tablet for the NX, right?
Yes.
is
Release.
it was it for sure that it was going to
It
be
was
for an NX tablet?
Well, we don't know.
It was filed by
Like,
Nintendo.
why couldn't it
It
be
was
like?
a tablet filed by Nintendo.
Why couldn't it be like Nintendo's like tablet? Like to be
a
used?
peripheral for the Wii U? That'd
Yeah.
be terrible.
No, not for the Wii U.
Oh, another peripheral.
I'm talking about like like an iPad or something like that, but except
It
it's
could be.
it's its own tablet
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, maybe you could like take it around like
Maybe,
a,
but
like
that's
a
could be one of their
handheld.
ideas that they're shooting, they're putting out
Yeah,
there.
instead of the
That's
controller
possible,
for
too.
the Wii, right? Like,
A new controller for the Wii U.
yeah.
Oh no.
But one of the patents showed off a new piece of technology that looks like it takes pictures of amiibo and other figurines to be able to
that's why I feel
identify
like it's
it.
like a tablet,
So-
like an iPad.
So
It's
can you
not
trick that
using
with other
NFC.
figures of Mario?
Maybe.
Will my 3D printed Samus work as a Samus amiibo now?
Maybe. That's very possible.
Oh, that's legit. Thank you. I know.
Totally viable.
But anyway, for those of you that don't know what the patents are, it basically is outlining new technology that Nintendo could use where it shows off a trigger button that has a scroll wheel, like a mouse on it. And there's another one that has a different type of scroll wheel or trigger button. And the tablet looks flatter. The screen looks larger than the proportions that are on the tablet for the Wii U currently. I mean, it looks like an upgraded system. But then again, it's only patents, and patents are just schematic designs.
I really hope the NX is not just an upgraded Wii U.
Oh, please.
I hope not. There are reports that I've read that have said that Nintendo is trying to make a console that actually competes with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 with that type of
the
power.
graphics aren't even close to barely at PS4 level. Is what I've heard. Like patent wise.
From what we know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we don't know,
Right.
but
Right.
Which the PS4 is stronger than the Xbox One, so that puts
So that's-
it in
I guess
second
that's-
place. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's good.
For the last half of this
But again, like
generation.
we've said before, and you mentioned it, Nintendo shouldn't be really competing against Sony and Xbox
Well, they
per
still
se
need to
anymore.
make their system easy to develop for third parties, so that
Right.
Yeah.
Nintendo's not the sole developer for it.
Yeah,
Because there's huge droughts with Nintendo
yeah,
systems.
it's true.
It'd be nice to be able to just play, I don't know, Fallout 4 or something.
Yeah, something nice.
Or Kingdom Hearts. Why the crap is Kingdom Hearts on Xbox and not a Nintendo system?
Of course, you have Street Fighter only for PS4, and
Makes sense. Not
There have only been 2 games that have been on Nintendo consoles for Kingdom Hearts. Chain of Memories was originally released on the Game Boy, and then there was Dream Drop Distance, I think it was called.
Right, but the audience on the Nintendo platform should be a lot larger than the Xbox
Oh
platforms.
yeah, I agree. I
is
think they
really
should bring it
weird.
out, but that's just the Kingdom Hearts fan within me, hoping and praying, because I don't want to buy a PlayStation 4. Anyway, so yeah, let's move on. Splatfest is over. Who won again?
Art won
art over science.
by Schmidt.
No.
Yes.
Yay!
The inner musician
And then-
in me is
and then
very
it-
happy. That's good.
In Europe,
Take
a
that, science.
a messy room beat the tidy room.
Well, yeah, that's just truth. I mean, people are realizing that the rooms are messy, so.
It's like I'm such a. Oh, never mind. I'm a mess.
I'm so no, I'm not. That's good.
But I think the Splatfest is a good way to keep some of the hype up for Splatfest or
Splatoon.
Splatoon itself.
I agree.
I think it drives
But
some
it's
people
pretty-
to play more online.
Yeah. But the sides are pretty lame this time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like art and science. Okay, I guess that's okay. But messy in a tidy room. Who cares?
Do you keep your room messy or clean? You know?
It's like something Professor Oak would ask you.
These are the very deep questions that we're supposed to ponder on to develop our souls. You know, it's like,
Is there life after death?
Why not do more Nintendo themed stuff like Mario and Link?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
because I don't know if Nintendo's ready for the truth on that one.
Yeah, I think there's a bigger dedicated fan base to Link.
Yeah, there's a very heavy dedicated fan base.
Watch, we're
towards
gonna get
Link.
assassinated by Mario fans. At the
Sleep
But
with your eyes open.
so speaking of Link, Hyrule Warriors Legends. What do you guys think about that game?
Transition.
I
Is it
I don't
the same
know.
thing as just Hyrule Warriors?
It's
Kind
different.
of.
Now
There's
you
some
can be a
differences.
boat. You can be a boat in this one. King of Red Lions, let's go.
I was
Anyone
able to
else?
play
They're
through
gonna
one
add-
level before getting
They're gonna add
way
more
bored with the
characters.
game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're gonna add more characters,
'Cause-
and they're not gonna have the same characters. Some of them.
Because I've totally leveled all my current characters up to 200 already, so I definitely need some more. You know,
You have Tetra, the King of Red Lion,
and Toon Link.
Toon Link,
Mm-hmm.
Tingle's coming back.
Tingle's already back.
I mean, wait, what do you mean?
Tingle's already in the game.
Right, but I mean, coming back from Hyrule, the Wii U game to the 3DS. He's
Well,
he's in.
so not all the characters are
Not
coming
all,
back?
not all the
Not
characters
all
from
of
Wii U
them.
are coming back to the 3DS.
That's what Tingle.
But there will
What
be.
Tingle?
I don't.
Okay, Japan likes Tingle. I get it.
And he's in Wind Waker, so
But anyway, during the Tokyo Game Show, they revealed a little bit more detail about how the 3DS version is going to work. The game will only run in stereoscopic 3D with the new hardware, the new Nintendo 3DS, and not any of the old systems, which makes sense. Nintendo wants to push people to get the new consoles. That's why Xenoblade.
I don't think the consoles can handle it.
Yeah, I don't think that with the amount of enemies on the screen and everything, like it would drag down that game so hard.
I mean, that's why they have Xenoblade Chronicles on new 3DS, not the regular 3DS.
Right.
Yeah.
So they also stated that all of the Wii U version's DLC will be included in this one, except for challenge mode. So it's basically like the Wii U game, except for maybe a few characters that you can play as. Oh. But with all of the DLC that you could have gotten for the Wii U included in the game. So if you haven't bought the DLC for the game on the Wii U, this might be an incentive to pick it up. But I don't know if I want to. I played it on the Wii U, and I don't know if I need
to play as Tetra, although Tetra
played through the fan fiction story, and that's all I needed to do.
But for those of you that do have a copy of the Wii U version, if you pick up a physical copy of the 3DS game, you can get all of the Wind Waker characters on the Wii U version.
So $40
It'll come with
DLC.
download codes for you to get. It's basically free DLC.
$40 DLC.
$40 DLC, yeah.
If you want, you know what I mean. There's just no point for me to pick up the hand. I already have the Wii U version. I don't need to.
Yeah, I do too. So
unfortunately, I won't get to play as the boat, but it's fine.
Did they put Toon Cannon in?
No,
I don't remember. I haven't seen anything about him.
I haven't seen any articles.
Yeah, if I would have heard about that, I probably would be super
such a missed opportunity.
Anyway, let's continue onward. Project X is getting some Nintendo characters.
Yep.
The sequel to
Project X Zone 2.
Zone 2.
So you have Lucina and Chrom. They're going to be a team together. And Fiora from Xenoblade Chronicles is going to be in it, but not
She'd probably be a singular character.
She's going to be teamed up with somebody. Cosmos from Xenosaga. Cosmos is one of the Xenosaga game, or isn't from Xenosaga, and she'll be with Fiora. So
that's interesting that they don't put Shulk in.
I don't know why. Maybe just they couldn't find a partner for Shulk. Fiora. I don't know.
It's not like they give. Oh, it's spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
I almost spoiled everything.
Shoot.
Just play Xenoblade. There's one story I will not spoil.
Please play it.
It's too long and too good.
But I think it's nice for Nintendo's IP to get some love. I mean, we haven't really had anything like this for a while, other than obviously Smash, but in a third-party game.
Oh, there's Project X. The first one.
The first one.
but there was no Nintendo character.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess so.
And then, you had Soul Calibur 2 had Link.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can really think of.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So yeah, in other news, Ace Attorney 6. We haven't talked about that one yet on the podcast, but I'm pretty excited for it. The Ace Attorney games are so much fun to watch and play through. I've only really played the first one and seen scenes from other games, but from the trailer that I've seen for this one, it looks pretty good.
I need to get into that.
Objection!
You don't think it looks good?
No, it looks wonderful!
Oh, it reminds me of isn't this game where Phoenix Wright is so good that he has to leave a country with rules and go to one that doesn't have rules and try to convince them?
Yeah, that's basically the premise.
It's he's such a good lawyer that he can't stay in his own country and defend people anymore because he just wins every time. So he goes to a different country that has no rules in the court.
Does Miles come with him?
I don't know. They haven't said too much about it. So.
I haven't seen Miles in any of the trailers. It looks like just Phoenix is going. He's getting a new partner, and there's a new prosecutor, I guess.
I miss Miles.
But the premise of the game is essentially that they don't hold trials in this new country. But Phoenix Wright comes in, and he's like, I'll defend her. And they're like, this isn't how it's run. We see visions and can feel people and talk to spirits or whatever, and that's how we determine the verdict. But
what?
Phoenix decides to prove that one girl is innocent, and it sparks the whole story from there. So
it looks good, and they're making an anime to go with it.
It might not be taking place in the same place as that game.
Oh, that's true.
But Ace Attorney is definitely getting an anime, which
It's
is pretty
worth it.
exciting.
That's gonna be if it's so good. The live action movie.
I hope it's better than the live
total
action
joke.
movie.
Total joke.
I hope they take a direction like they did with the Professor Layton movie with this anime, where they incorporate elements of the puzzles, but it's like it just drives.
Yeah, I'm
like
curious.
Professor Layton.
I'm really curious how they're gonna do it. If they're gonna keep like the same game aspect into the anime, like how are they gonna do going through and looking at all your clues and what I don't know. I'm interested to see what the anime is gonna be like.
A lot of finger pointing, a lot of shouting objections,
A lot of
and a
slamming
lot of a
tables.
confused judge who easily is changed. His mind changed. It's like I have all this evidence that this person's guilty, but this guy said something, so I think your guy's still guilty. It's like,
You're gonna
so much evidence.
You're gonna change your testimony again.
Again. You're letting him change his testimony again. Okay.
All right. Well, Ace Attorney 6 is going to be great. Let's move on to Monster Hunter. There was some good news about that.
Well, there was some news about Monster Hunter at Tokyo Game Show. I mean, Monster Hunter is huge in Tokyo and Japan and all that. So we got some more information about X. Well, not so much more information, just more like demos and gameplays. It looks more like just more Monster Hunter, which is great.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Totally.
Hopefully it comes to the States, because if we get the NX soon and it is only for 3DS, we might not see it.
Oh. Yeah, we'll see.
They'll probably port it,
But
like they did with Monster Hunter Tri or something.
Well, sure, but that was made for the Wii first, right? And then they made a 3DS version.
Made a Wii U version too.
And they made a Wii U version, yeah.
So they could do that.
I guess so.
still,
Just
it'd be nice to have a Monster Hunter game one time at the same time as Japan.
Well, that'll never happen. There's so much translation that has to go along with it.
I know.
And it's not popular here.
Just give me I'll go translate it for Pete's sake. Like, jeez.
One line at a time.
I'm not really into Monster Hunter, but I know the rest of you are. So maybe I'll pick that one up.
And then they also showed more information on Monster Hunter Stories, which is kind of like a JRPG version of Monster Hunter. I mean, Monster Hunter is kind of already a JRPG, but it's not as story-focused as Stories is going to be.
Right.
And Stories seems a little more child-friendly and chibi, so I'm afraid it might not come to the States. Maybe. I don't know.
Chibi Robo.
But it looks fun. It looks like Monster Hunter mixed with Pokemon. You collect eggs, and then
It really does.
You get monsters that fight for you.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't really have much experience with the Monster Hunter games, so I can't say if that's a welcome change or not. But
It's
definitely a spin-off. It's definitely a change. Like,
right,
you're gonna be you'll see like noticeable characters and whatnot. They're like, oh, this is definitely a Monster Hunter's themed game.
Right.
But it's not gonna play at all like an actual Monster Hunter game.
I think they're trying to keep some similarity to it. There is some similarity to the combat style, but it's a bit slower. I don't know. It's not as intense as a core Monster Hunter game because it is aimed more for a younger audience.
You still get to like carve like stuff out of the
I doubt
monsters.
it.
That'd be great. Okay. Anyway,
Just massacring this body of
bright, cartoony body, just.
I need your arm. Come on.
So, Skylar, Shovel Knight, Plague of Shadows was released. I know you've been playing that a little bit. How do you like it?
Dude, it's so great. Like, he's got his own story and everything. It's just, it's not just a skin for Shovel Knight or anything. Like, he has his own moveset, he has his own upgrade path, and so far what I've played, it's really hard because, and even some of the levels are changed too to fit his needs. Like, they have secret areas specifically for Plague Knight and a lot of other stuff. Like, they really went all out on the DLC. So
So is this new maps or is this just?
It's the same map.
It's the same map, like the same basic enemies, but with the story of Plague Knight and his ultimate goal.
Yeah,
he's trying to make some potion by getting
life.
Yeah, to get eternal life by defeating all of the other knights in the guild that he's part of.
I'll just take your soul, thank
yeah.
you.
Basically, he's like ripping their essences out of them and using them for his potion.
He's got a girlfriend. Plague Knight got a girlfriend.
Yes.
So
It's
it's
adorable.
definitely fun. I like watching it, and Shovel Knight is awesome.
The music is so good.
Oh, music is so good.
Chiptune remixes, like everything is so good.
Speaking of the soundtrack, you can grab it on the composer's Bandcamp site for free. Well, it's a name your price type thing. So if you're feeling generous, you can donate to his cause, like for writing the music, or you can just grab the entire thing for free.
2 cents. I'm just kidding.
Man, that
Support
reminds me.
artists.
Worth
Support 'em.
Reminds me
worth
of
more
this-
than that.
Reminds me of the scene of like what is it called, the Scrooge or whatever, the Christmas thing. He like takes the pennies off of Bob, or was it Bob Marley's? Not Bob Marley. What's his name?
Bob Cratchit.
No, his eyes. Like he has the 2 pennies on his eyes or whatever, and he's like takes
you talking
them
about
off.
the Scrooge?
Yeah, Scrooge.
With Jim Carrey.
Yeah, which is he just like
I haven't
takes
seen
the
that.
pennies
Oh,
off
dude,
his
so
eyes.
good.
He's like, sleep well, and like grabs
Oh,
the
like-
pennies.
He won't be needing tuppence where he's going, or something
Yeah,
like that.
Something like that. It's hilarious.
So that Plague of Shadows is free for everybody that has a copy of Shovel Knight, so grab it. All right, and our final piece of news for the segment, drumroll, there is a Pokemon announcement coming October 29th.
Yay!
So we'll have news October 29th.
Yeah.
Wait, October
I
29th?
think they said October.
Oh, I thought you said September 29th.
Double check.
Dang it.
Rats.
But
Gonna wait longer.
given that we know Zygarde's new forms and all of this other stuff that's been talked about in the new Koro releases that we discussed last week in last week's episode, it's highly speculated that they're going to announce Pokemon Z.
Which will come out a year from now or next, like
It'll probably come out like
Probably-
next springish.
next
Yeah.
spring, during like Golden Week in Japan.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, Golden Week. Mm-hmm.
that's usually like a nice window for Pokemon games.
But yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why they would stop with the cycle that they've already created for making flagship Pokemon games. We had the 2 new games. We just had the remakes that came out, and we're probably going to get Z, which I think is going to be awesome because Zygarde has 5 different forms now. Plus, data miners in Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby have found different forms for Mega Latios and Latias, and a few others. I can't recall their names right now, but I think there's going to be a new type of extended Mega Evolution that's going to be released, but
Oh, no.
it's all
I'm not a
speculation.
fan of all these like different forms of all the Pokemon that have already been around for forever. I don't like forms for all the new Pokemon. Just give me my Pokemon. I don't need 5 different versions of Zygarde.
Aw, that's good. You don't want evolutions of Zygarde?
Well, I'll have evolutions, but he's a legendary, so I don't know. It just feels weird to me. Especially looking at that Megazord version. Just keep it at the Cobra.
Yeah, he's gonna be banned from tournaments anyway. What does it matter?
Yeah, probably.
Just
Well-
like every other good legendary.
Yeah, legendaries are pretty much banned. Anyway, is there any other news that you guys can think of or find? That's all that I have to talk about for the news segment.
Nope.
Nothing?
Should be it.
Not
All right, cool. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll catch you in our next segment all about Kid Icarus. Anyway, if you couldn't tell, this segment is about Kid Icarus Uprising. Hooray! Anyway, so we've decided that we're gonna do a feature of a very specific game that we played throughout the previous month. And the game for August was Kid Icarus Uprising. We realize that this episode is being recorded in the middle of September, but that doesn't change the fact that we all played Kid Icarus Uprising, and we're going to talk about it now.
Yeah, someone decided to move to college. So
3 of us. So, guys, what was your opinion going into the game? Like, before you even started playing it, what did you think about it?
I had a lot of good feedback from it. I was unavailable to play video games for a while.
right.
So-
So this is you and David haven't played this before. This is your first.
No, I started playing at the beginning of the summer, so...
Okay, so this is the
First
playthrough
time
for-
playthrough.
Uh-huh.
It was released while I was not unable to play, and so
Same here.
I had been meaning to get to it, and so I just heard so many good things about it. So when I went into it, I was not disappointed, to be honest.
No,
Yeah.
it's definitely one of my top games, but Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. I was excited about it when I heard about it for the first time, but I never really decided to pick it up.
Dude, I was so hyped.
Sorry to
for this
keep you
game.
waiting.
It's like it's been 25 years. Like, where were you? You know?
Such a good E3.
I remember when Pit came to Brawl, everyone's freaking out. Like,
Yeah.
I had never heard of Kid Icarus
Oh man,
before.
all the GameStop rumors. Oh, there's gonna be a new Kid Icarus game. He's in Smash Brothers. They're gonna bring him back. Like all this hype for the
I
game.
didn't think they were going to bring him back.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
don't-
he was just going to be another Ice Climbers.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
That's what I thought when I first saw him.
Got
I mean,
it.
I even
Oh,
played
man.
through his game,
Thank
and I'm
you,
like,
Sakurai.
I played through Kid Icarus a little bit. I never really got that far, but I was like, how are they going to be able to revive this game?
By making it a completely different genre.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real, and then make jokes about how bad the old one was.
In the old game, you had to go to a hospital. You had to go to a hospital in order to get cured from the eggplant.
I was there so much they named the place after me.
Hospital?
Hospital. It's okay to
It's
laugh.
okay to laugh.
You know?
It's not. It's really
It's
not.
really not.
Or, back when things used to look a little bit more blocky.
Yeah, everything was so much sharper back then.
I love some of the bosses just didn't look at all like their original sprites. Yet
Right.
they showed their sprites. You're like, huh, he changed over the years.
Oh, you mean this guy?
Hey, wasn't that spelled without an H before? The H stands for amazing.
My name's not Thanatos.
It's not
Thanatos
Thanatos,
anymore.
it's Thanatos.
Thanatos. They add the
H
extra H
is
for
so
amazing. It's so funny.
So
It's
after
rude to explode.
Yeah. So after picking up the game, what did you guys think? Did it fulfill your
Oh, my
expectations?
first time playing it?
Yeah.
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 Way
It
beyond.
went way
I remember
beyond.
Skylar just and I were just throwing texts back and forth about how amazing it was. And
Yeah.
how our hands felt like we needed surgery done to them.
Yeah.
They were cramped.
I bought that game at 11 o'clock in the morning and finished it 10 o'clock that night. I didn't put the game down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lie. I put it down because my hands were hurting. But, I played the whole thing.
I finished it that first weekend too, so it was crazy.
There's a lot of people who said they were afraid that their game screens were breaking.
Mine did.
Really?
I have a 3DS specifically only for Kid Icarus now.
Wow.
My old one. I use my new 3DS for not Kid Icarus games.
I feel like I wasn't pounding or wasn't as hitting my screen as hard as...
Really? I have a perfect circle on my touchscreen.
Really?
Yeah.
I put up a screen protector.
Yeah,
I
got a
did
screen
too. It
protector
went
before
through
I
the
started
screen
playing.
protector.
How?
I get really tense.
It's a very tense moment.
So, yeah, I picked up the game at the beginning of the summer, clear back in June, maybe even sooner. It was probably May, actually, with the Club Nintendo. They were offering that game for free with the coins that I
Well,
had.
it's expensive now to
Right.
get the game.
Yeah, so I got it for like, I don't know, 1,000 coins or something, digital download.
Yeah.
I was fine with that. So
That's great.
I started playing it a little bit, then I kind of stopped playing it, started playing Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, and then some Fire Emblem. So last month, July and August, I started jumping back in, and I finished it a couple weeks ago, and I was definitely very satisfied with how the game played out.
I just remember that whole time I was like, David, you should pick that up again.
Weren't you guys roommates when Skylar got the game first?
Yeah.
Why?
No, the game came out like right after I left for Peru.
No, it didn't. I played
No.
it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was
Are
in
you?
the same. Yeah,
I'm pretty
dead.
sure,
I'm dead
yeah.
sure, man. I played in the apartment, and you were. I don't know where you were. I think because you were gone that entire day that I beat it. It was like
I don't remember that.
No,
at
I was
all.
definitely. I was in the old dorm room, but yeah, it was great, man.
Yeah, you're right.
I couldn't put it down.
Why didn't I get it? Ugh,
I think you were
stupid.
you were skeptic on it back at the
Probably
time because
was.
no one had played the game yet. You didn't know.
Oh man,
how
I
to-
would have been on that if I was like...
Yeah.
Now I wish I had done that because I would have grabbed a copy of it.
I got a free copy of Kid Icarus 3D Classics
Yeah, I did
with
too.
it,
Yeah.
and it came with that the stand. That,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Because everyone was complaining. I found that didn't work as well as sitting in this really weird position where you just have your leg up here and your hand resting
Yeah.
there. And
I used it. I used it because my hands were killing me, but I wanted to keep playing.
oh yeah, It hurt more to put it down than to keep playing.
Right.
So I would normally just keep playing.
Yep. If I have carpal tunnel syndrome, it's because of this game.
Yeah.
So, how would you guys rate the controls?
Terrible. Garbage.
Hey, now wait a minute. It was, inventive, but yeah, it was garbage. My opinion is, especially since I played it on my new 3DS, I have like the extra control stick thing.
Yeah.
That could replace the touchscreen.
Yeah, I still don't understand why they haven't patched some of the older 3DS games to include the C-Stick functions. Like how they use the C-Stick for the camera in Majora's Mask 3D.
It's a lot of work.
I realize that
the
it's
older
a lot of
3DS
work.
games don't really sell anymore.
That's true.
They literally are
yeah.
not selling anymore. They're not on print.
Right.
So,
That, and they probably don't have the plugins to do it.
yeah.
They have to be built
Right.
with that in mind.
That's true.
So.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
you guys are
later
right.
handhelds, they're going to keep the other C-Stick in mind with
Yeah.
their game development.
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, James, I totally understand where you're coming from with the C-Stick. I mean, it's
Right.
there on the console. It would have been nice to have used it. So,
Exactly.
but I personally really liked the controls for the game. Like, they felt fluid to me, to be honest.
Really?
Like, I really liked it.
Huh.
So I love the game in the air. I cannot stand the controls on the ground. The ground missions drive me insane.
It's harder, but those were my favorite
I
parts of
almost
the game.
completely ignore the what are those extra items that you have to like go to your touch screen to tap?
Yeah, I don't use those.
I don't
to be
use them at all
honest.
because they're like so far out of my way.
But
that
I
don't
figured
wanna look
out
at
a
them.
shortcut to use them. You can use the D-pad to
Really?
scroll through them, and then press the up button on the
That
D-pad
would be a
to
lot more useful
instantly
than
use
going
it.
trying to slide it across while also using
So
it as
if
my
you press
camera.
up on the D-pad, it immediately uses it. So
Okay.
I would scroll really quick and then use it.
So then I could have 4 set to my D-pad or something.
Yeah.
At the same time, maybe the scroll pad is better, but what if I want to be moving and then use it at the same time? Like that's the problem because I can't move
Yeah, you
and,
still
Right.
can't
and you,
move.
It'd be
Yeah.
nice to have a second trigger, but I guess
like
you work with what you have.
History, you work with what you have, and it did a pretty good job with that. Dashing is really like sensitive, like. There's some parts where you gotta be careful, don't go too quick or you'll fall off the edge.
Yes, that was so.
Like,
annoying.
attack this enemy. Oh, you
Yeah.
dashed accidentally. Now you're
Because
dead.
you tried to dodge his bullet or whatever, and so you fell off the stage.
I was
Yeah, it was
never good at
definitely the
dodging.
dash dodge that killed me the most
Yep.
in that game. Absolutely.
Yep. You think dodging would save you, but no.
Oh,
There's an edge there. It's like, oh, Pit, you just, yeah, there he goes.
Bye.
Anyway, moving on from mechanics, how was level design for you guys? Did you like how the levels were designed?
Really good.
They were really well designed.
Really well
levels.
designed.
How about the secrets in the levels? Could you find most of them?
A lot of the
or-
secrets are kind of just like you have to have this amount of hearts or whatever to
Some of
open
them
the
were
door.
like that, though.
level, yeah.
The secret weapons weren't like that.
Oh, maybe I just never found them.
They're hard to find.
Yeah, you have to some of them are through invisible walls
Oh, I saw
into
some of
different
those.
rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, it was those.
Maybe I
but-
just didn't notice they were secrets and just.
Oh, you just got them.
Like what it is it's like this bluish white light,
Yeah.
and you get transported to another like.
Oh wait, those are all the secret rooms. I thought you just go to there. And... Oh, okay.
Technically, they're
I
secret
haven't
rooms.
found them all yet.
Huh.
I missed
Yeah,
them.
Apparently there's one
some
for
very
each
hidden
level.
ones.
Okay, I didn't know that. I just got random weapons every
Yeah,
now
I,
and then.
Me
I
too,
think
yeah.
if you have the golden leaves on the level, it means you found it.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't know why I
If
didn't
they're
tie that
green,
into.
you haven't found all the secrets in the level yet.
Go ahead.
There's
Well, now I have to go back and play some.
Because I remember I didn't find one in the second level. I played through and I found it, and suddenly the leaves were gold. So I think that's how it works. Anyway,
what I really like about the levels is that they're all unique. They're all different levels.
They all feel completely
Yeah.
with their own identity.
Yeah.
And the enemies change and everything, and the story is it's just there's this overarching plot, but there's little arcs within each
It's
3 or 4
interesting how
levels.
often they changed who the main villain was. Kind of that.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah, each level had a different villain. I think
that was so cool.
It was cool.
Makes
Boss
boss
battles were
mode
fun.
really hard, but
Yeah, there's some really hard
Completely
boss
different
battles.
patterns of attacking.
It was the beginning of the game. You can blow through the bosses pretty easily,
Well, it depends on your difficulty, probably. Too.
Yeah.
but you can't go level 9 when you first start out.
Oh, I guess that's true.
You have to have the right weapons and the right attack power.
No, it won't let you.
Oh, well, yeah, because you don't have enough hearts to
Yeah.
pay
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
it. That's right. So, did you guys like the combat? Talking about the bosses, did you like how the combat played out?
Yeah. Like, when I was in close combat on the ground, great. I like it. But I just do not like the camera control on the ground. That's my main gripe. Just the controls on the ground just felt really rigid and difficult.
Now, I would play the game using ranged attacks way more than I used melee attacks.
Yeah.
Or did you guys play differently than I did?
I was mostly melee.
I had arms like the whole time. I just used melee weapons.
The ones that I were getting were staffs, so I usually would be, but I always made sure I was even on both range and melee.
Nah, I just maxed out on melee.
Oh, really?
Yep, just go bull rushing in.
I had like a 5/5 melee and
Yeah, I currently have a 5/5 as well. It's a staff.
yeah.
But I played the game with a bow, with a darkness bow. Like almost the entire thing with the 2.5 star for the darkness bow. And then I upgraded, of course, but I really like the bows. I like range. I don't know why.
My first playthrough, I played through with the Pandora claws. And they were really good because you can make this giant shield when you shoot and back up, and if things run into it, they take like 50 damage or something. So that one was really fun because you just set traps for people. Like all the weapons are different too. They all do different effects. I have a volcano arm currently, and it has poison on it, and the volcano arm naturally burns people, so they're taking burn and poison damage while I'm beating the crap out of them.
That's really cool.
So it's like the best thing ever.
What do you guys think about the weapons? Like the weapon system?
I really like just the weapon system.
It takes some getting used to.
Yeah, the fusing weapons, like finding like a good weapon and trying to get. I mean, for some people, it's hard to get over the hump of I'm trying to get 5 stars in both categories. Why is this not working?
Yeah, the fusing was
I really
interesting.
like the fusing.
It's cool, but I mean, it just seemed absolutely completely random. Like
It
I
is a
would
bit
take
random.
a 5-star ranged and fuse it with something that was almost as equally good.
Well, you
and it
can
was
see
something
what
completely
it's going to
worse.
fuse into first.
Right, but I mean, it would show up as something worse than like both of them alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes it's just random, and like a bow and a club would turn into fists or something. I mean,
And some of like the characteristics that come with the items are just not good. Like
Yeah.
+1 dash speed or something.
Some of them are like -1 dash, and some of them are like
I got
-1
one that was self-harm. Like it would slowly tick down my health in the middle of the battle.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
Like, what?
That's probably the worst one I've heard of.
Yeah, it was
because
bad.
I want this.
I just remember standing in one of the hot springs. It would, fill me up, and then all of a sudden, like I'd get ready to walk out, and all of a sudden it would make the sound like that it was healing me again, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then at the end of the level, I looked, I'm like, "Oh, I have self-harm on my bow. What is this?" Like my health is ticking down.
So much madness. It's like, Sakurai just likes to mess with people.
Tee. At least I'm not dead.
That hurts.
Oh, that hurts.
But at least I'm not dead.
So that jumps right into dialogue and story. How did you guys
Brilliant.
like the story?
It's so good.
It's so good. Like
so many good one-liners.
I think
overall
there's
plot
something
was
that
great.
Jordan said. Like it's so cheesy that it's good.
It's
Yes.
the best cheesy story since Star Fox 64.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, it's brilliant. Oh my goodness.
I loved it. There were so many moments where I would just laugh.
Oh,
and
so
laugh when
many.
I was playing. Like,
So
hey, you're so funny.
Looks like someone's played Donkey Kong. It's so much self-referential thing. Like, just so many fourth wall breaking.
Yeah,
statements.
I remember one part especially where Pit is talking about how one of the enemies looks like a Metroid.
Yeah.
And Freddy's like, shh.
It's
He's like, what? They look like Metroids.
We're not supposed to talk about
like
that.
different game,
Different universe. Like, it's so funny.
It's so good. It's like, I'm just saying those Komeos look like Metroids. Oh look, those guys are doing their Mr. Game & Watching impression. And then Verdi's like silent. He's
So
like,
are we
what?
at the?
He's like, just stop.
So Verdi, I have a question. Are we at the boss now? Because we just went through another loading screen. Shh, they're not. No, you're not supposed to know
Yeah,
that.
This place is really big, and she's like, "No, it's not. What are you talking about?" He's like, "Are you kidding me? There was a second loading screen back there." So good.
Yeah, any game that references itself or makes fun of itself is great in my book, even shows or whatever. I love that kind of stuff.
Willing
I'm a
to
sucker
break the
for it.
fourth
That's
wall.
why I want more Conker's Bad for a day.
I'd say the only thing I got about, like, they treat Pit like dirt the entire game. Like, they just beat him up verbally, like, over and over again.
Pitt's like, I like this time we spent together, Lady Palatina. Aw, you're so sad. You don't have any friends. We need to find you some friends.
He's like, oh, poor Pit, man. And then, like, Viridian just thrashes him. And finally, at one point, he's like, stop it. What is this? Everyone pick on Pit Day? Like, he finally stands up for himself.
Well, hello there, Pity Pat.
At the very end of the game, he finally starts getting some respect from people because, spoilers, he dies. So, well,
Oh, no.
Dies in quotation marks.
So, and then people finally start realizing how good of a person he is and that they really can't do anything without him because he's the only guy who does things.
My only problem needs more Dark Pit.
Dark Pit. This game wasn't edgy.
So edgy.
Dark Pit.
Pitu.
Pitu. Stop calling me that.
That's not my name.
You here to come to crash my party?
So cheesy. But Dark Pit is like the embodiment of every dark character that
It's
ever
so
exists
funny.
and makes fun of it. It's
So
great.
real.
So good.
Especially like how he was formed. Like Pit just looks in the mirror for a second right before smashing it,
Yeah.
and just appears behind him. It was good. I mean, the mirror was created to take the dark thoughts or dark feelings inside of you and characterize it. So
Yeah. He got the
That's
mirror
cool.
though before it could perfectly recreate Pit's dark side.
So he was like
yeah. So Dark Pit isn't fully
a vigilante.
No,
Yeah,
he's like
he's an anti-hero.
Yeah, he's an
Anti-hero.
Yeah,
That's the
anti-hero,
word.
yeah.
Anti-hero.
So, what were your favorite moments in the entire game? Like,
Gosh.
most satisfying, like, best parts of the dialogue, or just, like, overall best parts?
My first.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
My first playthrough is when he kills the squid or whatever. He just like yells calamari at the top of his lungs. That made me laugh so hard. I was like, it's like, man, only you, Pit, would say that after destroying a giant squid space
Calamari!
monster. It's like calamari.
All of Pit's one-liners when he beats the bosses are awesome.
It's so great.
Defeated again!
It's
or
like
whatever.
redefeated.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's got some really good lines. He's like, oh, what was it with Cerberus? What did he say with Cerberus? He's like, good boy or something. He's like, the one time he says, we're gonna rack up so many Nintendogs points together.
That was one of my favorite parts. Was when they referenced Nintendogs. Like,
He's like, I'm gonna pet you, bathe you. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna throw some frisbees. I'm gonna rack up so many Nintendogs points with you.
so good, so good.
I really liked when it was Hades, right, who ripped through the credits screen.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was so awesome. I was like, wow, they're already showing the credit scene. It's just like only
Forgot
chapter
about
8.
someone.
It's like, what?
How did you make
forget-
Medusa again? Oh, take
Oh,
some souls, throw them in a blender, hit frappe.
hit frappe. Take some souls, some memories, throw in the blender, hit frappe.
That's it.
I really wanted commentary from Hades and Smash Bros. On the Kid Icarus stage.
That would be so awesome.
Oh, that would have been
so
so
good.
great. Oh my
Hades,
gosh.
Hades is just great, like especially during the filler arc. When they're fighting the aliens that come and invade, and Hades is just like kind of helping Pit,
Yeah.
sort of.
He just smashes all his troops through the Arlem's.
I especially liked when Pit's like, where did all of these fake chests come from? I can't remember what the names are called. And Hades just kind of like
Minikyu.
laughs, and he's like,
Yeah,
one of those
Minikyu.
might have been me or something.
That one was me.
Yeah, the next level he's like, oh, by the way, those Mimicuties, yeah, that was me. It's like, I knew it. You weren't hiding. Hades, how did these end up here? Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll never know.
They're more advanced than I thought. So funny.
I love the voice of Hades. It's just so
It's so,
Yeah,
it's pompous, arrogant, and like
It's
Voice acting is just top notch in that game.
top notch B-list voice acting. Couldn't be much better.
yeah.
Well,
I
Viridian
like it.
is a popular voice actress.
Not at the
It's known
time,
for
I don't think.
Oh,
she's known for
at the time. At the
Starfire.
time,
Well-
she was at the time.
Really?
Popular, yeah. She was Starfire in Teen Titans Go. She's Princess Bubblegum in
More than Teen Titans Go, the original Teen
Well,
Titans.
I meant Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go. Sorry, watched
good
too
one.
much of that.
yeah.
I like Go. I think it's funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it's not like story.
But the voice acting, I think, was pretty good, and they had fun with it. And when people have fun with things, the audience is gonna have fun too.
oh yeah, they probably absolutely loved breaking the fourth wall during that game while they were doing the acting.
It needs more Thanatos, though.
Especially that.
Yeah, it needs more Thanatos.
Where's the Thanatos? I came only 2 times.
Slice, stabbity stab. Like, so good. Oh my gosh. When he turns into those knives and like chases you with his knives. That's the best thing ever.
They did a lot of great world building in that game too. Like they really expanded on the whole Kid Icarus idea. I really loved how they added in, more gods and goddesses. Like they talked about them more. They brought in Magnus and some of his story.
So cool.
I mean, I just think that there's a lot more that they could do in the Kid Icarus world now because of what Uprising brought to the table.
It could be a franchise now.
Exactly.
I would love, yeah.
I'd love a Kid Icarus
next game.
But is it going to require Sakurai to make them all that? So you're going to have to juggle between Smash Bros. And Kid Icarus.
And Kirby.
Sakurai wants to do.
No, he doesn't do Kirby.
He
doesn't do Kirby anymore?
He hasn't done Kirby
my
in
bad.
years.
He might oversee some of the creative stuff behind Kirby every now and then because it's like his baby.
Yeah.
But he works more on Smash
Take
Bros.
a Miyamoto role on it.
Right. So I think it'd be fantastic to get some more Kid Icarus, especially after this game where they just built so much and had so much for it.
They just need to fix the controls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
what if
can
put it
now
on?
because
What
we
if-
have we have an extra trigger button on
This is-
each side on the new 3DS,
Well,
and
and-
we have the C stick.
Well, does it have to be on the handheld?
Right.
That's
it doesn't
another.
have to
That's
be
another
on
good
the
point.
handheld.
So
Well,
if it was on the handheld,
Make an
It's
HD.
it's
Kid
definitely not
Icarus
going to come in
game.
Wii U. It's probably going to be next generation, like NX or something like that. Next generation to go. It's going to be on the NX or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love it. That's some health insurance. That's
really funny.
It's like Thanatos and what's her bucket were fighting. I can't remember.
Phosphora.
Yeah, they were fighting each other. That was the best. Your army just lost its captain. Oh, it's okay. They'll get
They'll get over it.
they'll get over it. Like Hades doesn't even care.
I don't even
They don't
care.
have brains anyway. Like he's talking about his own.
There were
choice.
some boss fights I really liked. Some of them were really hard. Like Viridia's captain, who was protecting like the lunar
Arlon.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
he was
was
hard.
such a good fight.
You could see him in the background.
Yes, you can.
Like, he
You
was
can,
slightly
but
darker.
I just love how it went dark, and I just love the atmosphere. And then the tower boss fight. Gosh, with the chariot race.
The chariot master.
yeah,
Chariot
that
master.
was great.
That was so good.
That was a long level.
It was a long level, but I love
Oh
that.
my goodness, there's so many
Yeah.
flights of stairs and whatnot.
So anyway, I thought the boss battles were good.
Are there any other thoughts you guys want to bring up about Kid Icarus? I mean, we've talked about it a lot, and it's good stuff. Anything else?
Go play it.
Oh, absolutely.
If you haven't played it, it's top 10 3DS games. Easy.
Absolutely. It rose to my
Easy.
list as soon as I started playing it, to be honest.
It's
I'm trying to think
good.
of any more problems I had with it. I mean, I've talked about how good it is. Maybe just mainly the controls. Music's there are some good, but then
Music's
the rest
pretty
is
forgettable.
Forgettable, yeah.
The only thing I would say is like the occasional rebirth of the Kid Icarus Underworld theme coming up, or the Reaper theme, like a couple of things like that. Like they bring those back sometimes.
Dark Pits seems really
Dark
good.
Bit's
Yeah,
really
Dark-
good. That's my favorite.
That's the edgy theme right there.
Inspiring
Inspiring Attack on. I'm just kidding.
similarities.
So edgy.
But yeah, I think Sakurai made a masterpiece out of the game, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
I really, really love the game.
Yep.
It was
I know you
really
guys
good.
He brought Kid Icarus back for sure.
Yeah.
Let's hope they do more with it. Cool. Well, I guess that's it for Kid Icarus this month. We all really enjoyed playing it, right, guys?
Yep.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the podcast, then. We've enjoyed the discussion, so we hope that you guys did too. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast through your service of choice. All of the information is on the website at virtualboys.xyz. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, so be sure to check us out there and share us with your friends. Thanks for your support and for immersing yourself in the Nintendo world with us this episode. Catch you next time.